Shkoyach, thank you, Rabbi Ephraim. Thank you for arranging this very, very important evening. Rabbi Ephraim asked me to speak for just 5 minutes. Practical, halacha l'maisa, what we can do to help and encourage other Yidden in Chutz La'aretz to make Aliyah. So after 5 minutes, I'll accept the candies that you throw. Feel free. It's okay. During the past few years, at my work at Nefesh B'Nefesh, I was able to work with hundreds of families making Aliyah. Different stages, whether it was they just started out or they're in the Aliyah process, they had just come at different various times of their coming to Eretz Yisrael. And during the conversations, I always made it my business to ask at some point, why are you coming? What happened? And there are many different answers. Some people say, we always wanted to come, we couldn't, now we could, we found the job, the schools. The best answer always is, how dare you ask me such a question? Like, how you talking? Of course we want to come. Many different answers. But the underlying theme that I always felt was, every single Yid, especially a From Yid, wants to be in Eretz Yisrael. Question is how to make it practical and how to make it work. But they all want to be over here, and that includes for even Ituri Karta. Maybe when Mashiach comes, maybe if they won't be Tzion, whatever the reason you want to give, everyone wants to be here if you can make it work. The question is how to get past those barriers and how to make it work. So 2 ideas I want to share on a very practical level. The first one became very clear to me this year before Hanukkah. We were doing events in America. We were in Baltimore, we were in Lakewood, in Muncie, doing Aliyah events. And the day that we did the event in Baltimore, someone mentioned to me, why don't you go speak to some of the Rabbanim in the city? So I called up Rabbi Goldberger. I said, Shalom Aleichem, I'm in town for the day. Can I come speak to the Rav, something very important? So he says, sure, come down. I find myself sitting in his office. It's in the basement of his house. And he looks at me, a warm, very, very kind, penetrating gaze. He's like, how can I help you? So I said, I actually am very, very curious to know what your trick is. So he says, what do you mean? He said, the rumor in Eretz Yisrael is, and especially in Ramat Beit Shemesh, that the largest concentration of families that made Aliyah to Eretz Yisrael from America, from one shul, is your shul. Tell me your trick. What Gehenim did you threaten your congregants with? What did you do? How did you get them to come? So he looks at me a little puzzled and he says, I don't tell anyone to move. So I tell him, it can't be. There's something you're doing. Tell me what you're doing. So he says, I don't know. I just talk about Eretz Yisrael in a very positive light. Chashivas Haaretz, Chavivas Haaretz, and they come on their own. So I walked out of there saying, there's something he's not telling me. There's something, this just can't be it. So a few weeks ago on a Matzah Shabbos, I was able to meet his son-in-law here in Ramat Beit Shemesh. His daughter and son-in-law made Aliyah over the summer to Ramat Beit Shemesh. And I asked the son-in-law, I said, what's the secret? So he says, no, he really doesn't tell anyone to go. He's just a very sincere, warm person. And he means what he says. And he talks about the chashivas, the importance of living in Eretz Yisrael. And people come on their own. So I think the first idea is that if we just share the positive about Eretz Yisrael and talk to people and are vocal about it, it works. People are going to come. We just have to share it with them. It's a reality. It's Baduk Minusa. It works. That's the first idea. The second idea, which is going to segue straight in, it's really connected. It's Gemara in Ksubas mentioned here a lot tonight, Kuf Yud Beis, where the Gemara goes through different things that Chazal would do out of love for Eretz Yisrael. They would kiss the stones. They would do all kinds of things showing how much they love Eretz Yisrael. On the bottom of the page, the last line, the Gemara says Rabbi Chanina would fix the potholes, fix the roads. Now, it's a little bit interesting. You want to fix the potholes. Why are you doing that? You want to kiss the stones. You're showing you love it. Why are you fixing the roads? So Rashi says, Chafivas ha'aretz, how much he loves Eretz Yisrael, and he doesn't want there to be a bad name, a shemra, on Eretz Yisrael. Doesn't want people to say, oh, the roads are broken over there. So seemingly, if you love something and you love a place, you want to make sure it has a good name. But I think there's something a little bit deeper over here that we could take away halacha l'maisa. There's a famous story of a man walking into one of the Gedolim Mechanchim here in Eretz Yisrael, and he asks him, should I buy an air conditioner? And he's like, you want to buy an air conditioner? Gesundheit, why are you coming to me? He says, no. My kids are asking for the air conditioner. I don't want to buy it for them because I want them to get trained to be mistapik b'muad. You don't need air conditioner. But it's hot, and they're asking, and I'm saying no. Should I give in to what my kids are asking? Should we buy the air conditioner, or should we schwitz out the summer? So he says, well, it depends who you want to be mechanech your kids. He says, Rebbe, I don't understand. He says, well, listen, if you get an air conditioner and it's nice and pleasant in your house, your kids will hang around by you. you'll be mechanech your kids. If you don't get air conditioner, your kids will go to the neighbors who has air conditioner, then your neighbors will be mechanech your kids. So you can decide who you want to be mechanech your kids. So I think that's pshat in the Gemara as well. If you fix the potholes and you make it practical and you say you could live over here, then people will come. Oftentimes during conversations, people will tell me, if only there was a school, if only we had a job, if only, and they're right, these challenges are real and a lot of effort and a lot of challenges, and it's not something that should be made, put aside. But at the end of the day, if we show them that it's practical, we tell them there are actually a lot of schools and people eat lunch in Eretz Yisrael and people go to work and there's wonderful shiurim, everything is great, it's doable, you can do it, then that could go very far away and people will see it's doable, my neighbor did it, my cousin did it, I can do it as well. So I think these two ideas, number one, speaking positive about Eretz Yisrael and being vocal about it, and sharing how it could be done, it's halach l'maisa, can go a far way. So we should all be zeichet to spread the Ava of Eretz Yisrael and help other Yidden move here. Shkayich.